Yeah, so yeah, just trying to think. Wanted to kind of pick up from where I left off. Yeah, for sure. Um, but yeah, let me see. Um, yeah, so it was kind of a crazy day yesterday, and then when I got home, it was a little better because I was just like starting to do starting to do the things I needed to do for myself, for my own well-being, and not just for my I guess financial side or obligation side. So it's much more fun when you can take care of yourself than when you're having to take care of obligations necessarily. I think I figured out why my air wasn't cold. It didn't, the AC button not engaged. Um, so yeah, um, I I didn't really get engaged with my mom yesterday because I was starting to say it's been a little tricky lately. I've just been becoming aware of some things. I'm not trying to go backwards. I'm not trying to, and maybe I'm trying too hard. Maybe I just need to relax. I think I just need to relax. But yeah, there's a lot of tendencies that are um, not really the best that you see in people sometimes, and unhealthy patterns and things like that you don't want to wrap yourself up in, or you've been wrapped up in for so long that you really can't stand the thought of doing that any longer, and you're determined to break that cycle and not be in it. So that's kind of where I'm at with some things. So that's a little bit more of why it's been tricky, like with my mom per se, and because I'm trying to do what's best for me, and it's hard because I'm trying to figure out how to do what's best for me without hurting other people around me. And that's tricky because sometimes people want you to do specific things, certain things, and you have to break the bad news to them, and you have to tell them, um, I'm not doing that. And that's really hard because, especially without a lot of explanation, it can be really hard for people to take. So I'm trying to do that in a merciful way, in a kind way, in a calm, compassionate way, which is tricky. So, like I said, I resigned to my room last night, which was nice, and I shut the door. And a lot of times in life, a shut door can symbolize I want to be left alone, but that's not always what it means. And I was afraid that I was putting that message out there too strongly. I was afraid that I was like saying, leave me alone, I don't want to deal with you, leave me alone, get away from me. But I wasn't really saying that. I was more so saying, like, I was to some extent, because I was saying basically like, dude, please leave me alone, at least for right now, you know? I need to be left alone. I need my own space. I need my own space. I need my own solidarity. I need my own quiet. I need my own comfort. And I'm not getting that, so that's why I'm in my room with the door shut. And so I was in there, and I was able to just kind of like, it's fun when you're by yourself because you can just be yourself. And I struggle with that around other people sometimes. I feel like I'm not really being myself. And it's tricky. You can let your guard down, is what I'm saying. And it gets tiring to always have your guard up or be trying. It's like you shouldn't have your guard up all the time. You shouldn't have to have your guard up all the time, is what I'm saying. You shouldn't have to have your guard up all the time. And so that's what I'm frustrated about. I just want some normalcy. I want some normality. Normalcy. I want some normalcy. I want some regularity. I want some normalcy. That's it. Normalcy being people around me that behave in normal ways, meaning not in psychologically challenging ways, or emotionally challenging ways, or psychologically draining, emotionally draining kinds of ways. And that's that's what I've been dealing with for a while, and it's hard. It's hard, and it's tricky, and it's exhausting. So it's nice to be able to come home and relax, but then, home right now comes with its own challenges. So it's tricky, having to figure out how to deal with things, what to do about certain things. So, yeah. But I was able to sit in my room for a while and watch a show that I really wanted to watch, and it was really interesting and deep, and hit deep, and hit the feels really deep. It's that show, you probably have heard of it, you may have heard of it. It's called Quiet on the Set, the dark side behind children's television in the 90s kids TV or something. And it's about basically a lot of this crazy things that happened. I mean, yeah, it's crazy, but it's not surprising. It's not shocking, to me at least. And I know it's shocking to some people, and that's okay if it's shocking to you. But it's not shocking to me because there's no surprise that there are some really evil, dirty, filthy, evil, sick people. Or at least, I drop the people off of that and say things in Hollywood. And people get really caught up in some really bad things. And they start doing those things, horrible things, unspeakable, atrocious things. And then that are even, sexual, sexually perverse and malevolent. And when you combine all of that and then it happens to children, it's like, that's a really horrible thing. So it was a really sobering time watching the show. And for some reason it was really healing for me.